Hello, everyone. Susan Gerpick from Psychics Explained. We are looking at a series of videos that are all recorded in the same event, October 28th, 2025. I'm recording this on the 7th of November, 2025. And there are 9 videos in total. I had just finished the first one, and this is the second one you're looking at right now. So I have already seen all these videos, but it has been a while, well, a week or so, and I watch so many videos and that I forget which is which. And so I do remember that this is an Icelandic couple. They're in Iceland, and he's all fluffled about that. So I cannot wait to hear Matt Fraser give all the Icelandic names. This should be very interesting. We were watching this live as the readings were going on, and my team, because the people's names are on the screen, sometimes you can go look them up. If you're hot reading, it would be easy. Matt Fraser's not hot reading, he's only cold reading. But my team members managed to find the woman in this video's Facebook page within minutes, and I'll explain that in a couple minutes. But anyway, so these videos are meant to be standalone. If you want, you could just drop in and watch one at a time or watch them in a series. What I think it's important to record everything and release everything with no edits in them. Commentary, yes, to explain what's going on, but no edited video to show like the highlights of him getting things wrong or the highlights of him getting things right. Or I don't want to do that, at least not in these videos. We're here to learn about mediumship and to understand what cold reading really looks like. And when you see a series of people, well, you see a person do a series of readings and you watch all of them in order, I don't know, it just really explains things better. And I think it's a good, healthy way of watching this instead of just watching the best of. So sometimes you got to watch the worst of just so you can get a sense of everything that's going on. You're going to see a lot of phrases that are the same as all the other videos. He uses kind of the same tropes. He's done probably 1,000 readings by now, even though he's a fairly young man. But Matt Fraser is cold reading. So he's not looking up anybody's names or anything like that, but he's using those same tropes we see all the time. And you really notice it a lot when you watch a lot of videos. So this is a gallery reading. We are there watching it, and he doesn't know who we are, and we're recording. And people who have their hands up, you have to put your hand up to say you want a reading. So there's a little yellow thing in the corner of this, and that's their hand. I think it comes down after a moment. And I have blurred it because it is a private reading, but you can kind of see. Keep in mind that Matt can see everything. He is not blinded by any blurring or anything of the sort. He can see everything. So he can watch for little bits and pieces of things that happen, like their face expressions, or he knows how to go because he's done a lot of these. He does cold reading all the time, and he's very good at it. So he knows which way to go. Matt typically Matt, his team or whoever it is who's choosing these people to be getting a reading are typically groups. The video I just released, Matt Fraser says dad had heart condition and likes cars, reading 1 of 9. That was a single woman. But typically they're multiple people. And the reason why there's multiple people, we think, is because when you're cold reading and you're throwing out stuff to see if it sticks so that you know where to go with your reading, it's easier to have multiple people to throw this at. And so it's a husband and wife, or at least a couple. We also know that none of the readings we ever see are a single guy. They're always, if there's a guy in the picture, he's always there with a female. And that's the way it is. All right. Anything else I need to tell you? Please leave your comments down below. I find this all very interesting. Can't you wait to hear Matt pronounce all those Icelandic names? I can't believe it. I wouldn't be able to do it. So And also you can't go with the common names because Icelandic names are going to be completely different from names in the United States. I mean, no more Timothys or Johns or Nancys or anything like that. I don't think we're going to see any of that. Okay, I can tell you her first name whenever I get a chance. I'll go look. Here we go. Pencil's ready.
Oh, I see Tara Angelica is here. What do you guys got me on the television over there?
Hello. Yes.
Oh my God, you guys are advanced. Where are you guys?
Iceland.
Iceland? Oh my God, I am so happy that you're here. Okay, so first of all, there's a couple souls that I'm connecting with, but there's a soul that immediately is coming through to me and showing me how they had died. And they're showing me when I'm connecting in spirit that first of all, they keep talking about complications. And I keep seeing visions of being brought back and forth to the hospital, and then they're showing me complications associated with their passing. So first of all, who is that to you? Did you lose your mother here in the physical?
Yeah.
Okay. That's who it is, because I kept hearing mother, mother, mother being whispered to me when you weren't saying anything. Her soul's here. And this is interesting because when I'm connecting with your mom's spirit, I know that this was a two-part issue. I know that she was having issues within her body, but she's also telling me that it also started to affect her mind at the end before.
Okay, I want to listen to this one more time, just the beginning part. Okay, I'm on 1:08. This is so important. How he goes into the reading. He's going in cold and he's making a judgment about the people's age. The woman's name is Tara. And I don't know what the guy's name is. And there's another name on here. We found her Facebook page, 2 minutes. And one of the other people who was watching says, she posted a picture from a church that has this translated comment. Blessed be the memory of your wonderful and beautiful mother, my dear Tara Ann Imbla. I don't know how to pronounce it, with little hearts and stuff in it. So, I mean, we found it like that. And then, yep. And then here's a picture, but I'm not going to show it to you because it's from her Facebook page because I'm not revealing it. Facebook page of where the service were in the church and stuff. All of this is fine and easy to find if you're hot reading. In this case, Matt is cold reading, but I want to go back and listen to this bit again. Okay, pay attention. How does he walk? How does he go start it?
Leave it over there.
Hello. Yes.
Oh my God, you guys are advanced. Where are you guys?
Iceland.
Iceland? Oh my God, I am so happy that you're here. Okay, so first of all, there's a couple souls that I'm connecting with, but there's a soul that immediately is coming through to me and showing me how they had died. And they're showing me when I'm connecting in spirit that first of all, they keep talking about complications. And I keep seeing visions of being brought back and forth to the hospital, and then they're showing me complications associated with their passing. So first of all, who is that to you? Did you lose your mother here in the physical?
Yeah.
Okay. That's who it is, because I kept hearing mother, mother, mother being whispered to me when you weren't saying anything. Her soul's here. And this is interesting because when I'm connecting with your mom's spirit, I know that this was a two-part issue. I know that she was having issues within her body, but she's also telling me that it also started to affect her mind at the end before she had died. So that's here when I'm connecting, and I don't understand this, okay? Do you know if she was having like mini strokes before she had died, or if she had lost oxygen to her brain?
Yes, something like that.
All I keep seeing is her telling me my head, my head, my head. And she was telling me when I was connecting with her that there was like, she's calling them like mini attacks on her body. And I just don't understand what it is. It's like almost like when you're sick, and then when you start having complications. That's what she's showing me. So did she have like a larger illness? She was getting treatment, but she just kept getting worse?
She wasn't getting any treatment. She asked for help, but didn't get any help. She also told me that she had Lyme disease. Maybe that's the complications.
That's what it is. Because here's what it is. When I'm connecting with your mom's passing, it's not like one thing, right? It's not like I died of cancer or I died of a heart attack or I died of a stroke. When I'm connecting with your mom, it's all of these little tiny things that moved into one big thing that caused her passing.
Yes.
And then she's showing me that they were all different problems in different parts of her body, but one wasn't connected to the other. So she shows me her body shutting down, and like there's nothing that the doctors could do. There's nothing anyone could do to really help her because she was dealing with all these little things. And like I said, all I keep feeling is like complications. Yeah. So almost like when somebody goes in for a surgery, right? And they go in for a surgery and they leave the surgery is successful, but then they start having complications where they have blood clots, where there's problems with bleeding, there's problems with this. That's what I'm feeling with your mom.
Okay.
So know that first of all, she's here because I know that you're still looking for answers for her passing. And I also know how hard it is for you because she's also telling me that not only did you not get to say goodbye, the goodbye that you wanted, but at the end, your mom's telling me that her mind started to go in and out of it, where you couldn't really have conversations with her. She wasn't making any sense. She's telling me about these issues that were going on with her mentally, where your mom couldn't even talk about really what was going on within her body. That was one of the hardest parts. It's like your mom couldn't tell you, oh, I have pain here, or this is affecting me. So I see that the hardest thing is that you didn't realize that your mom was as sick as she was.
No.
And neither did your mother. I want you to know that. I asked your mom, explain to me what it was like for you. Your mom tells me that it felt like when someone has a cold or has a flu, that type of a thing. She says, I just started getting sick. She goes, it felt like I had some type of a cold or flu. And then next thing you know, her whole body was affected. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when I see that, your mom didn't think that she had to sound the alarm. And then all of a sudden I see that all these things were taking over her body.
Stop for the moment and catch up. All right. So all he says to these two people who are probably not brother, sister, so they're going to have separate moms, is I have somebody with complications coming through. A couple souls. And then visions of her being brought back to the hospital. He did say her very slightly. I almost went back to listen again, but I'm pretty sure he said her. Visions of her brought back to the hospital like that. He said it really fast. Did you lose your mother? And he's not saying you or you, which of you guys lost your mother? And of course, he's not saying anybody's name. Why not? Why is he not able to say the mother's name? Oh, I have your mother here with me. Her name is Irma. Your mother, Irma, is here. No, he says, did you lose your mother? And waited for one of them to say which one. And I guess she said something. Remember, he can see their faces. So they're kind of like, okay. And finally confirmed it. And so he knew who he was talking to. So he's coming into this cold, making a generalized assumption, something that is typical of most people. One of those two may have very well have lost their mother. She's not that old. She's in her 50s, like late 40s or something like that, from what I saw in the photos. She's not that old. But still, he said, somebody with complications. So maybe she didn't have a whole lot of complications, and that's why they were looking confused. Anyway, visions of her brought back to the hospital. Affected her mind. She lost oxygen in her brain before she died. It was a larger illness. All of this, okay. Why do we have to focus on the last of the deaths? I don't get it. These people had a long life, and here comes the dead, and they want to talk to Matt Fraser so they could tell their family members, and they only want to talk about their death. Come on now. All right. Even if they had questions about their death, I'm sure you have questions about your mom all through her life, and you forgot to ask, or you forgot, or you did ask and she didn't want to tell you. All those things. All right. So we have an unnamed mother because Matt wants it to be the mother. And her, did she lose oxygen in her brain before she died? I wonder. Was she getting was it getting confusing? Was she having kind of like a she wasn't able to really communicate right before she died? What do you think? What are the odds of that? And the mother, the daughter, says she wasn't getting any treatment, but she asked for it. She wasn't getting any treatment. So one of the people who watched this originally said, if she wasn't getting any treatment, why would they be blaming the hospital? Was she just in the hospital and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her? And that's why she wasn't getting any treatment? Or was she home and hadn't gotten in to see a doctor yet? Or whatever. See what I mean? It's not very clear. Lyme disease is what the mother thought. Now, why did she think Lyme disease? Obviously, she's not diagnosed with Lyme disease. Otherwise, she would say, "I have Lyme disease," and then they would be treating her. In Iceland, they have a really good health system. That's what I've heard. So, if she had Lyme disease, they would have been treating her for it. And all over, and the doctors were unable to help. It was all over her, not able to help. And you couldn't have conversations with her. Now, okay, whatever. I asked your mom, I wrote that down, and he does this all the time. When did you have that conversation, Matt? Because you're making it sound like you had that conversation the last like 10 seconds. As you are speaking, are you having the conversation? Now, Matt does say, and I know this isn't true, but he does say this often, is that the dead come to him far in advance, even a day or so ahead of time in preparation for the reading. So is he saying that the mom came through yesterday or hours before this and told him, my daughter's going to be on this call? She's from Iceland. I've forgotten my own name, and I've forgotten her name, by the way. And I guess I don't know what I had. He's having this conversation with, because he makes it sound like he's having the conversation right now as he's speaking. Very odd. Okay. I'm looking forward to your guys' comments on this one. We have 5 minutes to go. Let's see what we got.
I need you to know that, first of all, your mom wants to come through and say that she's completely fine on the other side. She also wants to let you know how proud she is of you as her daughter. Because I'm going to be honest with you, your mom keeps telling me 5 years, 5 years, 5 years. When I see that, it's because she was dealing with some type of an illness for 5 years where it was affecting her. And because of that, I really felt it took a toll on your mom. Like, she's showing me like depression hitting her. She's telling me about not being herself. So what's really hard is your mom shows me she knows you loved her. She knows you cared about her. She loved you just as much. But for those 5 years, she said to me, I wasn't able to show my daughter the love that I wanted. I wasn't able to really be there for her. I would tell her that I was happy for her. I would tell her that I cared about her, but you felt like there was this disconnect between you and your mom.
Yes.
That's why your mom's here. She knows what you had felt, but it wasn't until after she died. And your mom needs you to know, thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. And I want you to know that I loved you just the same, even though sometimes you questioned it or didn't feel it. Meaning that you were like, is my mom just saying this, or does she really know? Does she really know what's happening within my life? Your mom wants to let you know this one thing. She said to me that from the other side, it wasn't that she wasn't proud of you or happy for you. She goes, I didn't have to worry about you. Your mom tells me that you were always so independent. You were always so strong. And your mom said to me, your mom needs you to ask her about you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Okay? And I want you to know that I loved you just the same, even though sometimes you questioned it or didn't feel it. Meaning that you were like, is my mom just saying this, or does she really know? Does she really know what's happening within my life? Because she's bragging about you on the other side. So I need you to know these words, because you didn't get to hear this from your mom. You didn't get to hear your mom bragging about you or talking about you to other people, or, a lot of times, and forgive me for saying this, But when your mom was here, she's showing me that it was very much self-centered around her because she was dealing with all of these little health problems, right? And that's all she cared about. It's like it consumed her.
Mm-hmm.
So your mom wants you to know that on the other side, all she cares about is your happiness. And she's with you every day, wanting good things for you, wanting the best for you, and wanting you to enjoy life to the fullest.
Thank you.
She's also telling me this. She keeps showing me maps in front of me, and she's talking about you traveling. So are you planning to travel, or are you going to different parts of the world, to different parts of the country?
I have been talking about it with my friends. We want to travel the world.
She keeps saying, go on those trips, go on those trips. Because your mom kept showing me the visions of, because souls will talk about things in symbols, and your mom is showing me world maps and saying, my daughter's going to go here, my daughter's going to go here. And your mom said, I wish I had that adventurous spirit like you do.
Mm-hmm.
She said, so listen, I know that you're wondering, was it the hospital that caused my mom's passing? Was it that somebody missed something? Was it this? And all I can tell you is that your mom is letting you know you can let go about the way that she died. Because I want you to understand that it's like her body was attacking herself. That's the only way I can describe it to you. And I do see that she was going to the doctor. She was seeking advice at the time. But by the time that she had actually was able to get help, it was just too far spread out. There's too many things happening all at once.
Mm-hmm.
So know it's her way of acknowledging that she is okay. Know it's her way of acknowledging that she is here and with you. And everywhere that you go, her soul is with you and following you. And your mom says to me, she's going to know that I'm there because she's going to smell me, as weird as that is. So do you sometimes smell your mom's scent and you're like, what the hell is that? Or where did that come from?
Yep.
That's her sign to reach you, because she keeps showing me like this little perfume bottle, and she's like, Matt, talk about this. Like, my daughter smells me. And did you keep her perfume or hold on to a perfume of hers or a scent of hers?
I tried to find the bottle, but I never did.
I got to tell you, that doesn't matter. Your loved ones see ways that they can communicate with you. So
Awful. Okay. Where are we? I can't believe, of all the things I could do in my life, that this is the thing that I'd be doing with my retirement. Can't even believe it. Somebody would have told me, yeah, you're going to listen to a hot reading, or no, hot reading, a cold reading, vampire, giving readings to people in their most vulnerable moments and preying on their memories and their. No, I would never have thought this would be what I would be doing with my life. Okay. I can't even imagine how many hours I've put into this. And thank you guys for being here with me. I'm telling you, it is so hard to watch this stuff. And I'm here by myself. I have a cat asleep. But I have to pretend you guys are there watching this with me, because otherwise I just wouldn't be able to do it, you know? So please leave me comments so I know you watched these. Okay, mom is fine and she's proud. She had depression. She wasn't herself. There's a disconnect between you and her mom. Platitudes, 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 platitudes. The 5 years illness thing is very interesting, because I know that if you have untreated cancer, then your life expectancy is about 5 years. That's typical. So I don't know if that's true with a lot of other illnesses that are untreated, but if you if you have cancer, it on average, it takes about 5 years to run its course and kill you untreated. Okay. If you can make it 5 years, if you can get treatment within the 5 years, the closer you get, the closer you get your treatment from the beginning, is your outcome is much better. All right. I don't know if that's true for anything else, but I thought that was interesting. Now, Matt knows a lot about illnesses. He's constantly talking about them. And he is a trained EMT, which is like a person rides in an ambulance, that kind of stuff. It's a medical thing. All right. This travel, my God. Mark, when he used to do readings, he said, people are always asking about love, money, travel. And he got that all the time. So it's a trope to throw out there. Oh, I'm seeing maps. What is this about travel? Are you going to be traveling, or have you just traveled, or are you thinking about traveling, or is there an opportunity to travel, or get it? it, in other words, you can't be wrong. It's always I'm thinking about traveling, or I just traveled, or I'm about to travel, or and what does travel mean? Is it out of your like within a mile? Does it mean an airplane? Does it mean another county or state, whatever they have over in Iceland? What does that mean to travel? Could you travel virtually, like doing a Zoom call or looking at a looking at maps and planning? It means whatever the motivated sitter wants it to mean. She doesn't sound like she's really into it, but I don't know. Um, she says, I have been talking with my friends that I want to do a travel around the world. And then that's Matt's opportunity to say, she wants you to do it. She is so excited about you doing it. She wants you to do it. Go have this adventure. She's always wished she had that adventure. We don't know. That's a bold move because she might have been a very adventuresome woman. Maybe her mother was a flight attendant or a pilot and flew all over the world all the time. But the odds are not high on that, right? Do you smell mom? Do you smell her? And oh yes, I smell my mom. And then he says, well, do you have the perfume? She goes, no, I've been trying to find it. And he goes, ooh, like this, like exaggerated, ooh, like he got something right. No, 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 there was nothing right there. He said, whoa. It was, in other words, she was trying to find the smell. And then she goes, oh, but here's what your mom meant. She means that we don't have to have the perfume for her to send you the smell. Of course, you smell your mom's stuff. If she lived with her, I mean, let's say her mom lives in the same household, it's unlikely that you've gotten rid of the soap, the shampoos, the laundry detergents, the just the smells that you would normally have, like, or their favorite foods, their favorite tea or coffee or um, foods or whatever, as I say, baked goods or whatever. Anything like that can trigger you. Smell is really amazing at triggering memories. So, like I said, this is just okay. Oh, please tell me we're almost done. A minute and 2 seconds. Can you guys hang on that long? Because I think I can make a minute and 2 seconds. Let's see.
When you were looking, you were going to buy that same perfume or you were going to get that perfume to feel close to your mom. And then you started smelling it randomly. That's her way of showing you, I am there, I am close by, I am with you, and I am safe and at peace.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wait, where'd you guys say you were from again? Iceland?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that seems like so far away to me. I don't think I've ever had someone on here from Iceland. I think you're the first person I've ever read from Iceland.
I'm proud to be the first.
Well, thank you. Listen, thank you for. I didn't even know I had fans in Iceland, so this just made my day. I'm so happy that you guys were here. Is this your first time?
Yep.
No, it's the second time.
Second time. Yep.
It's our first time having a reading, though.
So you came before, didn't get a message. Well, I'm so glad that you're here because, like I said, today for some reason was your mom's way of coming through and just validating that she's here with you, and that no matter where you go, she is there by your side.
I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I wish I could come to the screen and help. And hug you. I'm gonna leave you with that. I also have to go to TJ Gonzalez over there.
That's so nice that your mom came through. No, no, your mom did not come through. It was someone with complications. Did you lose your mother? Somebody who was brought back to the hospital, back and forth. Again, I am so disappointed. I wanted to see him start to pronounce all these Icelandic names. That would have been terrific. I mean, even the top 10, pick a name off the top 10 names of Icelandic names, like most mediums who cold read do. Give us the top 20, something in there. Oh, I didn't even write down anything more after this because it was so awful. It, I tell you, it's really hard. I don't know if that woman was impressed. I don't think the guy was impressed. When they leave the session, maybe they are. Most people aren't recording, and he doesn't give you a copy of the video, which is what some mediums do. Thomas John will send you a copy of the reading whenever he's done, when it's over Zoom, and some will encourage you to record. And if this woman isn't recording and listening to it later, she's going to remember it differently than what was there, because what she's going to say is, oh, wasn't that awesome? My mom came through and she says she's healthy and she's doing really well, and that there was something wrong with her before and it's been going on for a very long time, and it must have been Lyme disease, like she said. And she's so proud of me, she loves me, and she's leaving me smells around the house. Oh, and she wants me to travel. Isn't that awesome? That was so nice. My mom came through. That was just weak butter. I'm sorry, but that was really pretty awful. So that was video number 2 of reading number 2 of 9. And I'm really interested in what you guys have to say. As we was looking through her Facebook page. She's a beautiful, oh my gosh, just a stunning woman. And I could tell that she loved her mother, and I'm really sad that this is now her memories. Again, it seems okay, but what it does is it makes these people into like two-dimensional people of just like tropes and stereotypes. It doesn't really, it messes with their of the memory you have of your loved one. And if your memory of that person is now the kind of reading she just got, there's nothing substantial about it. There's nothing, again, no names or anything like that. What about other siblings or other children or the grandchildren or all of the people that would be in that woman, that unnamed mother's life, and now they're all forgotten and everybody's just focusing on the daughter. Oh yeah, she loved you the most. She didn't mention anybody else. She didn't even acknowledge the guy sitting next to her. Nothing came through for him. That's pretty sad. He was just sitting there ignored. Unless he said, oh yes, that's my mom, then the reading would have gone to him. So just, it's very sad. Really, really is sad that this mother just lived a life just like whatever, just no hobbies, no skills, no people she loved, no great memories, no questions answered other than she's not sure how she died, but that she was ill for a long time and she didn't know it. And no words of wisdom other than platitudes. It's just anyway, comment down below. These tell a lot about Matt Fraser, and it tells a lot about cold reading, and it tells a lot about a motivated sitter. So we got to watch these things, as difficult as it is. Thanks, everybody.